Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with,
Or Howell.
and it is Tell All Tuesday.
It is.
And you went to the movies this past weekend.
I did go to the movie.
I mean, you told me, you said you had a friend coming into town, and you wanted to pick out a movie, and you wanted to go see the Florence Pugh movie.
Right, but it wasn't available.
Wasn't available.
It was not in theaters yet.
And
so we opted for Saturday night instead. I didn't like it. And that's it.
but no,
what did you think?
I didn't like it either. It was too chaotic for me.
Yes, I felt like,
the camera was just moving and people were running by and things were happening. And
I think that was the goal. Like, I think that's probably what they were aiming for. But me, as a typical normal moviegoer, like, not knowing too much about Saturday Night Live or too much about, like, stage production.
Have you ever watched Saturday Night Live?
A few times, but usually I'm watching it for the musical guest. I like to watch the performances.
Has Taylor Swift ever been on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big follower of Saturday Night Live, and I remember the early days with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and Gilda Radner, which this was focused on. But the whole premise was it's based on a true story, which I think they just maybe took that
loosely
and ran with it.
Loosely
because it shows the night of the first live episode of Saturday Night, and Lorne Michaels, who is the director, or whatever, he's got a board with all these skits and all, and he hadn't decided what skits are going on.
I know, and it was stressing me out.
And
it was
I thought,
stressful.
there is no way that somebody is getting ready to put on a network television show and they don't know.
No. What's coming? Yeah, no. I just thought the whole movie was stressful and chaotic, and none of it was like... I found the pace of it a little slow, too.
It was slow to be so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, how is all of this happening?
See, I wanted to see more of them running through the skits.
Me too.
I thought that would have been fun.
Me too.
Or even have a musical guest.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Just something. Anything but what it was. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Do you remember the guy, and I don't know how to describe him, but he used to be on a series called Taxi, and he was on Saturday Night, Kaufman. I think his name was Kaufman, but he talked like this.
No.
It's real thing, and he was up tall, and he was...
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay. The actor who played him also played Jim Henson, who was the guy with the Muppets. Why did they have the same actor play two different characters?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
That movie gets a 4 out of 10 for me. What was your rating?
I think that's what I gave it.
Did you give it a 4?
Yeah. I did. I know when I was putting it up on Rotten Tomatoes, it was rotten.
Yeah. Totally rotten.
Yeah.
Totally
and because
rotten.
also, they had nobody I recognized.
Yes. I was looking at the cast. I love to look at the cast after a movie. I didn't recognize a single name. I don't think.
Let me tell you something funny. Talking about that, you like look up the cast. I've got an interview up on YouTube with Daniel Reisinger, who was the director of a film called And Mrs. Like Mr. and Mrs. and you drop the Mr. Because in the movie, the couple's engaged and he dies. And so she still wants to go through with the wedding.
Okay. I'm following.
All right. But anyway, when it came to me to ask me if I wanted to review it or not, Billy Lord is
I
one
know
of the
Billy
stars.
Lord.
I thought you might know Billy Lord. She was on
in
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story.
Yes. And the reason I know Billy Lord is she is the daughter of Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Are you serious?
I am absolutely serious.
Small world.
And her grandmother is Debbie Reynolds.
That name's not as familiar to me, but it's like kind of ringing a bell way back here.
Okay, look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up.
But so anyway, I thought, Billy Lord. And I thought, I've never seen a Billy Lord movie. I want to watch this. So they send it to me, and it's about the couple's engaged, and the guy dies, and then she still wants to go at the wedding, and then the guy who died's sister comes into town, and they're trying to see if they can actually do it in England. They can actually have a wedding ceremony, even though the groom is dead. They can't. So it's kind of a comedy drama. And so I'm watching, and I thought, Billy Lord is a good little actress. She's playing the fiance, and she's doing a great job. And I got to the credits. Billy Lord was not the fiance. She was the sister of the dead man.
Oh, so you had it confused.
Confused.
The whole time.
I'm sitting there saying, she looks so much like her mother. And it wasn't even Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Jackie.
So I watched the movie again to focus on Billy Lord's performance.
What did you think of her performance?
She was great.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
She could have an interview with Billy.
I know. I wish I had.
Oh, that'd be great.
But Daniel, it was one of those things, again, this always just does wonders for my ego, but he reached out to me and said, if you would review my movie, it would mean so much to me, and I thought, okay, Billy Lord's in it.
Yeah. Call him up again and be like, hey, can we chat with Billy? That's exciting, though, that you got to interview him for that movie.
It was, and it's a good interview, and he told all the background about that Billy Lord was really pregnant when she made this movie, and then they finished filming like one day before she could safely, if they would gone one more day with filming, then she couldn't have gotten on the plane to go home to have the baby.
Really? Wow.
Because I guess they have you do more flying than I do, but they have a limit that if you're this much pregnant, you can't fly.
I didn't know that, but I guess that's the case.
But that's what he said. He said,
interesting.
He said, the day before her travel time was expired, we finished filming.
Wow.
So she's actually pregnant in the movie when she plays the pregnant sister.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Did I ask you if you had ever watched the series Elsbeth?
No.
Okay.
And I haven't.
Okay. And it stars Carrie Preston.
Okay.
And she is from Macon.
Okay.
Which is a big thing to me.
It's a big deal.
Macon, Georgia.
Yeah. Right up the road.
And what is she's been the first time I ever saw her, and you're not going to know this one either. My Best Friend's Wedding.
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Julia Roberts.
I knew Julia Roberts was in it.
And let's see. Carrie Preston. It was the first time I'd ever seen Carrie Preston, and she played one of the bride's sisters or best friends. One, and there's a famous song in it, and she's part of that song. And then she was on a TV series called The Good Wife, and then she was on a series called Person of Interest, and now she's got Elsbeth, and she is a star.
It's on Netflix?
It's on CBS on Thursday night. It's an actual network show.
I don't get cable, so can't watch that one.
Yeah, you could.
I don't have time anyway.
It's really nice. So, but anyway, they just announced that her real life husband, Michael Emerson, is going to be appearing in Elsbeth this season.
And you're excited about that, aren't you?
I'm excited about that, yo. I don't know Carrie. I'm not going to claim I wish I did, but I know her mother. And her mother was very much involved with theater and all back in the day when I was doing all the theater reviews and all that stuff.
Yeah. So you kind of know her.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
You know, what is it, 6 degrees of
6
separation?
6 degrees of separation, that's right.
I'd take that easily.
Yeah. I wanted to say something about cable television while we're kind of on the topic. I wish that was still the norm, because I enjoyed watching TV series week after week growing up. Like, I watched The Walking Dead every week. I watched The Pretty Little Liars. I would watch, like,
That sounds so new to me, and you're saying, I watched that growing up.
Yeah, growing up for me was like 5 years ago. I'm just kidding.
But that's not network.
It was.
No.
Yes.
Walking Dead was not network.
It was AMC.
AMC's not network.
What's the difference?
Network is NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox.
Okay, well, I mean, like, shows that come on television week after week. Whatever that's classified as.
But, no, I like it when it comes on and it says, here's this season, and it's 10 episodes, and I can sit there and watch the whole thing.
There's pros and cons. There's pros and
I
cons
love
for
it.
sure.
I watched the Lincoln Lawyer third season last weekend. I mean, 2 days, 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching Shrinking season 2.
You're just on it.
I am.
You're on it.
On it. I am.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking that, I don't know why I was thinking that. I thought, I saw Lincoln Lawyer was 10 episodes, and each episode was like 50-something minutes. And I thought, okay, that's a little bit less than 10 hours of my life.
Wow. At least you're doing things that you enjoy.
Yes.
So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Somebody said something to me today about how time flies. And they were like half my age. And I thought, you don't know what time flying is.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, I did want to say this. Walker Durham, the intern, Walker the intern, who was here, he's now at UGA in school and studying journalism.
We're kind of in the same school right now. I'm in Grady. I'm getting my master's from Grady.
Is that journalism?
It's a facet of it, yes.
I did not know that.
It's one of the topics underneath Grady.
But now, did you have to get admitted into the school of whatever it is you're in?
I had to apply.
Yeah. But his mother put a thing up on Facebook last week and said, congratulations, we're so proud of Walker. He got, he's been up there since September.
Right.
But I guess you have to be there and apply to the school of journalism and get approved and accepted. And he got accepted. And we are so proud of him.
Congratulations, Walker. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah. What's his major? Is it?
It's film. No, it's journalism and I think a minor in film.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was film and then journalism.
But he switched it. Okay.
And he says because of his, I don't want to misquote him. I don't want to misquote Mr. Walker. But he told me, he said, working here with me made him switch. That he likes this aspect.
Right.
And also the aspect of
right. Look at you, Jackie, setting all of us up for success. Thanks, Jackie.
I got a kid at Georgia, so I got a daughter getting her master's.
Well, it's because of you, Jackie. Yeah. We're all just set up for success.
But it's it's great to see that. It really is.
Yeah.
But before I forget, I'm going to talk about this on Friday Flicks, but the Florence Pugh movie is coming to our area.
That's right.
So.
And what is it called again? It's escaping me. We have to check our notes.
Me too. It's called We Live in Time.
We Live in Time. That's right.
Name does not stick with me.
No, it doesn't flow.
But have you ever heard of Love Story?
By Taylor Swift?
No. By Eric Siegel.
No.
Starring Ryan O'Neal and Ali McGraw. All right.
Is that my homework?
Yes. When this was back in the 70s.
Oh.
54 years ago. When Terry and I got married in 1970. And the most popular book out, the number one bestseller, was Love Story. And it had a famous quote. And it says, if you ever see this, say, that's from Love Story.
Okay.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
That was just emblazoned everywhere.
I don't agree with that, though.
Okay.
I feel like if you love somebody...
Take that, Eric Siegel.
I don't agree. I feel like if you love somebody, you got to tell them you're sorry every now and then, or else you're prideful.
But I think from the other side, though, you're always willing to accept.
Sure.
If somebody is sorry, they don't have to say it. You accept it.
Okay.
If they
That's
acted.
fair.
But I can see what your point is.
Yeah, I guess there's two sides.
But anyway, this book was just huge. And so, on our honeymoon, I read that book to Terry.
To her?
To her.
I need Cody to do that for me. Read me a book.
She still talks about it. For one thing, I censored it because of profanity. So I just got to...
Fair.
I censored out,
the bad things, yeah.
But they made it into a movie that was just a huge hit.
Really?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
On your list of classics,
Watch
go
that
back
one?
and look.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's a weeper.
Added.
It's a weeper.
Oh.
It's a weeper.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll watch it just for you, but I hate sad movies. But I'll try.
We are so opposite.
We're so opposite. Except the one thing that we've agreed on is that Saturday night is not a good
That's
movie.
right.
That's the only thing we've ever agreed on.
that for sure. For
So.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. But you're going to go see it this weekend?
I'll probably go see it this weekend. The Florence Pugh movie.
The Florence Pugh movie, yes. So
Yeah, that's on my weekend
I
plans.
want you because I want to talk about it. I want to see what you think.
All right, fair.
Because I think it's really my kind of movie.
Okay, we'll see. Come back next week
And see what we say.
and see what we have to say.
But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper with
Amber Howell.
and this has been Tell All Tuesday.